Hotels, places of rest, of transit, of anonymity, but some hotels harbor secrets. They hold within their walls remnants of past lives, echoes of laughter and sorrow, and sometimes terror. These are the haunted hotels, the ones that whisper tales of horror in the dead of night. They are places where the veil between our world and the next seems to thin. For centuries, stories of haunted hotels have sent shivers down spines. The idea of checking into a room where something sinister lingers is a fear that resonates deeply. These places become more than just buildings. They transform into characters, playing host to the unexplained and the unsettling. Perhaps it's the constant flow of people, their energy seeping into the very walls. Or maybe it's the weight of history, the tragedies and joys witnessed over decades that leave an imprint. Whatever the reason, haunted hotels hold a unique place in our collective imagination, a chilling reminder that some things cannot be explained. Their stories, passed down through whispers and legends, serve as warnings and enticements. They beckon us to confront the unknown, to peer into the shadows, and question what might be lurking just beyond our perception. Among the countless tales of haunted hotels, one room stands out, its number alone sending chills down the spines of even the most skeptical. Room 666. Located on the 6th floor of the Grand Blackwood Hotel, Room 666 has become synonymous with the unexplained and the terrifying. Its reputation precedes it, a dark stain on the otherwise pristine image of the Grand Blackwood. It is a room shrouded in whispers, avoided by staff and guests alike. Its door often left unmarked, as if trying to erase its very existence. But Room 666 refuses to be ignored. It is a place where the air hangs heavy with dread, where shadows seem to move with a life of their own, and where the temperature plummets without reason. It is a room that draws you in, that whispers promises of the unknown, even as every instinct screams at you to run. This is the story of Room 666, a chronicle of the chilling events that have cemented its place in the annals of haunted history. Prepare yourself, for what you are about to read will test the limits of your belief and leave you questioning the very nature of reality itself. The Grand Blackwood Hotel stands as a monument to a bygone era. Built in the late 19th century, its ornate facade and opulent interiors whisper of a time of elegance and grandeur. But beneath the luxury lies a darker history, tainting it with an undeniable sense of unease. The Grand Blackwood has witnessed its fair share of tragedies. A fire in 1922 consumed the West Wing, claiming several lives. Then a string of suicides in the 1930s shook the city. Guests reported strange occurrences long before Room 666 became infamous. The Grand Blackwood was haunted, with Room 666 at its heart. The earliest signs of trouble in Room 666 were subtle, easy to dismiss as tricks of the light or overactive imaginations. Guests would complain of sudden drops in temperature, the air growing heavy and oppressive. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, faint and indistinct, yet undeniably present. Objects moved mysteriously. Guests would return to their rooms to find belongings shifted, as if disturbed by an unseen hand. Cleaning staff reported an unsettling feeling within the room, a sense of being watched, even when they were alone. One housekeeper, a woman named Martha who had worked at the Grand Blackwood for over 2 decades, refused to set foot inside Room 666 after an unnerving experience. She claimed to have seen the shadow of a man standing in the corner of the room, a tall, imposing figure that vanished as quickly as it had appeared. Her story, initially met with skepticism, was soon corroborated by others. Guests reported seeing the same shadowy figure always lurking at the edge of their vision. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if trying to convey a message from beyond the veil. As the years passed, the occurrences in Room 666 escalated from unsettling to downright terrifying. Guests who dared to spend the night within its walls returned with tales that chilled the blood. One couple on their honeymoon fled the room in the middle of the night, claiming to have been awakened by icy hands dragging the blankets off their bodies. They swore they heard a woman's blood-curdling scream echoing through the room, though no one else on the floor reported hearing anything unusual. A businessman on a solo trip checked into Room 666 and was found the next morning in a state of utter terror, babbling incoherently about a dark figure that had pinned him to the bed, its cold, dead eyes boring into his soul. He checked out immediately, refusing to speak further about the experience. Another guest, a young woman traveling alone, reported seeing a spectral figure standing at the foot of her bed. She described it as a young woman in a white gown, her face pale and drawn, her eyes filled with an unspeakable sadness. The woman in white reached out a hand, as if seeking help, then vanished before the guest's eyes. These terrifying accounts, once shared in hushed tones, began to circulate more openly. The legend of room 666 grew, fueled by fear and speculation. As the stories of room 666's haunting intensified, so too did the desire to uncover the source of its darkness. Historians and paranormal investigators alike descended upon the Grand Blackwood, eager to delve into its past and unearth the secrets hidden within its walls. Through meticulous research, a tragic story began to emerge. Records revealed that room 666 had once been occupied by a young couple, Edward and Eleanor Blackwood, the son and daughter-in-law of the hotel's original owner. Edward was a troubled soul, prone to fits of jealousy and rage, while Eleanor was a kind and gentle spirit, trapped in a loveless marriage. One fateful night, in a jealous fury, Edward accused Eleanor of infidelity. Blinded by rage, he strangled her to death in the very room that would forever bear the mark of their tragedy. Edward, overwhelmed by guilt and remorse, took his own life shortly after, his body found hanging from the chandelier in the room. The story of the Blackwood tragedy sent shockwaves through the investigation. Could this be the source of the haunting? Were the spirits of Edward and Eleanor trapped within the room, their love story turned into a tale of obsession and murder? Armed with the knowledge of the Blackwood tragedy, paranormal investigators flocked to room 666, eager to make contact with the spirits believed to reside within. They brought with them an arsenal of equipment, EMF readers to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, EVP recorders to capture disembodied voices, and infrared cameras to pierce the veil of darkness. The investigators spent countless nights in room 666, conducting seances, attempting to communicate with the spirits, and documenting any unusual occurrences. They analyzed every flicker of light, every unexplained sound, every cold spot, hoping to find irrefutable evidence of the paranormal. Their findings were both intriguing and inconclusive. EMF readers spiked erratically, suggesting a surge of energy within the room. EVP recordings captured faint whispers, though their meaning remained unclear. And infrared cameras documented strange anomalies, shadows moving independently of any visible light source. While the evidence was compelling, it fell short of providing definitive proof of a haunting. Skeptics argued that the fluctuations in electromagnetic fields could be attributed to faulty wiring, the whispers on the EVP recordings nothing more than ambient noise, and the shadows captured on camera merely tricks of the light. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the stories of room 666 persisted. Guests continued to report chilling encounters, and staff members remained wary of the room's dark reputation. The Grand Blackwood, despite its best efforts to downplay the rumors, found itself inextricably linked to the legend of room 666. Some believe that the spirits of Edward and Eleanor Blackwood remain trapped within the room, their love story forever tainted by tragedy. Others speculate that the room itself has become a conduit for negative energy, a magnet for the restless dead. Whatever the explanation, room 666 stands as a testament to the enduring power of fear and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. It is a place where the veil between the living and the dead seems to thin, where the laws of nature seem to bend, and where the impossible becomes terrifyingly real. The Grand Blackwood Hotel continues to operate, its opulent facade a stark contrast to the darkness that lurks within. But room 666 remains sealed, its door forever locked, a silent monument to the horrors that transpired within. The story of room 666 serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. It speaks to our deepest fears and fascination with the unknown. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the power of a good ghost story is undeniable. These tales tap into our primal fears, reminding us we are not alone in the darkness. The true horror of room 666 lies in the unsettling possibility that it might be true. The idea of a place so steeped in tragedy, it becomes a haven for the restless dead, sends shivers down the spine. So the next time you check into a hotel, consider the stories its walls might tell.